Ethiopian Airlines is planning to hold a service today in Addis Ababa for the victims of Flight 302, which crashed last Sunday. The airline has said DNA testing of the remains of the 157 passengers on board the flight may take up to 6 months.
Clues have started to emerge Saturday from the examination of the black box recorders from the crashed Boeing 737 MAX 8. A source that has listened to the air traffic control recording told Reuters the Ethiopian Airlines plane was traveling at an unusually high speed after takeoff. A voice from the cockpit made a request to increase altitude, but then the pilot, who sounded very scared, made mention of a flight control problem and started to make a right turn to return to the airport. The plane then vanished off the radar. The team of investigators conducting the probe in Paris could not immediately be reached to confirm the conversation. Similarities between the Ethiopian Airlines crash and the Lion Air flight over Indonesia in October have raised fresh questions about the systems on the 737 MAX. So far, there's no evidence to suggest software was to blame for either incident. But Boeing is planning to release a software upgrade in the next week to 10 days. Meanwhile, Ethiopian Airlines said Saturday DNA testing of the remains of the 157 passengers killed could take up to 6 months. It's offered bereaved families charred earth from the crash site to bury. On Friday, investigators found a possible clue at the crash site, a key part of the plane's tail. The horizontal stabilizer is reportedly set in an unusual position, similar to that seen in the wreckage of the Indonesian MAX 8. The position of the stabilizer could help determine whether the plane was set nose down for a steep dive. For bereaved families, answers can't come soon enough.
The number of voices calling for protection of people with albinism on the continent is increasing. It is unfortunate that on the African continent, people with albinism are a target and bear the brunt of superstition. People with albinism are demanding that authorities around the continent step up the fight to protect their rights. The Africa Disability Alliance is hosting representatives in South Africa of different organizations of persons with albinism from across the continent. Let's find out more. My colleague Blaine